Hello my friends, Jerry Rosa outside the workshop with another tool, electric tool sent to me by Badger, Wild Badger Power. This is the same company that sent me the 40-volt lawnmower that we like so well. Sue uses the lawnmower all the time. My grandson Trinion's been pushing it around, and I think Layton's even taken a turn on it, right? This is a 40-volt electric chainsaw, and I'm really tickled to have it. I would consider this a nice trimming saw, and in fact that's what this video is about. I'm going to trim up these trees that are hanging over my driveway here. These are hanging down so low, and partly because they've got walnuts on them. Cars and trucks are hitting them as we're going through, so let's see if this 40-volt Badger chainsaw is up to the task. Here we go. Got my grandson Layton here. He's going to pick up the limbs and throw them into the Ranger, which is sitting right over here. Let me just show you that the Ranger is right there. Just perfect for the job because it's lightweight. You can hold it with one hand and still be safe. That's the key thing, is be safe. That's why I've got my protective gear on here, and I've even got protective chaps on in case I come down and accidentally, hit myself in the leg or something. So anyway, we've got all that covered and we're going to get to work right now. In case I gave anybody the wrong impression that this only cuts twigs, this is about a 3-inch limb here. Yeah, no problem at all. All right, that was probably a 2-inch limb, sorry. But it cuts really good. Here's another example. I'm up in the back of my Ranger reaching these limbs. Very good. You got to be careful doing stuff like this, reaching out with one arm, holding the camera with the other. I get it. It's not my first rodeo when it comes to a chainsaw. I'm pretty careful with them, actually. Just making the video for you. It's not the normal way I would use the chainsaw. I think that's going to be my demonstration for this chainsaw. I'm telling you right now, it's a great little chainsaw. It'll handle stuff up to 6-8 inches, I'm sure, without any problem. Well, I want to say thanks to my grandson Layton for cleaning up all the limbs that were on the ground. And if you don't think there were a bunch, take a look at that. It's pretty much filled up the whole back of the Ranger. It didn't take long with that little Wild Badger 40-volt chainsaw to cut all those limbs off. Well, my friends, my first impression ever having used this is it's a pretty nice chainsaw. It holds up really well. It's easy, lightweight. It does take 2 buttons to make it go. So you got to press the side button and hold the other button in. If you just pull the button by itself, it won't pull in. So you have to depress the thumb button and then pull the trigger. And if you're a little bit weak on that, it won't go. It makes sure you have a good grip on that handle, I can tell. And it has a safety brake here so that if you click the safety brake, then even when you got both buttons pushed, it won't go. So that safety brake is there like if it kicks back. And I'll just tell you, while we're talking about kickback, where you get kickback is if you run the tip into something, it'll kick up. So you got to be very careful. Watch your tip. Don't use your tip to cut with. You've got to be very conscious of where that tip is, because that's what causes the kick up. Fortunately, this has the safety brake to protect you from those kick ups. Plus, I like to wear my helmet, which would also give you a little bit of added protection. I just want to say thank you to Wild Badger Power Equipment. I really like my little 40-volt chainsaw, and believe it or not, Sue will get way more use out of this than I will, just pruning up trees and bushes and things like that around the farm here. She'll be using this all the time. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. It's a great little product.